Every second you are alive, something inside your chest is quietly keeping you in balance. It moves oxygen, nutrients, heat, immune cells, and chemical signals through a hidden network so vast that, if stretched end to end, it could circle the Earth more than twice. You do not command it, and you are rarely aware of it, yet without it, every other system would fail within minutes. This is the circulatory system, the heart and blood vessels working together through constant motion. Welcome to Mattermosaic, piecing together the universe, one discovery at a time. Today we are exploring the heart and blood vessels, the circulatory system explained not as an abstract diagram, but as a living system shaped by centuries of discovery and operating inside you right now. Human understanding of the heart reaches back thousands of years. In ancient Egypt, medical texts such as the Edwin Smith Papyrus, written around 1550 BCE, described the heart as the center of a network of vessels extending throughout the body. Egyptian physicians believed these vessels carried blood, breath, and vitality. While their explanations were symbolic, their observations were accurate. The heart was central to life. In ancient Greece, physicians continued this investigation. Hippocrates, working in the 5th century BCE, associated the pulse with health and disease. Aristotle later argued that the heart was the source of movement and sensation. These ideas persisted into Roman times, when Galen, practicing medicine in the 2nd century CE, developed a detailed theory of blood flow. Galen believed blood was produced in the liver, traveled outward through veins, and was consumed by tissues. He proposed that blood crossed between the heart's chambers through invisible pores. This theory dominated European medicine for more than 14 centuries. The turning point came in 17th century England. In 1628, physician William Harvey published De Motu Cordis after years of experiments in London. Harvey measured the volume of blood pumped by the heart and observed valves in veins that enforced one-way flow. His calculations revealed a contradiction. The body could not possibly create and destroy such vast quantities of blood each hour. The only explanation was circulation. Blood moved in a closed loop, driven by the heart. This insight transformed medicine. The heart was no longer a mysterious furnace of life, but a mechanical pump. At its core, the human heart is a muscular organ roughly the size of a clenched fist, located slightly left of the sternum. It begins beating around the 3rd week of embryonic development and continues without pause for decades. Over an average lifetime, it contracts more than 2 billion times. The heart is divided into 4 chambers, each with a precise role. Blood returning from the body enters the right atrium through the superior and inferior vena cava. It moves into the right ventricle, which pumps it to the lungs via the pulmonary artery. In the lung capillaries, carbon dioxide diffuses out and oxygen diffuses in. Oxygen-rich blood then returns to the left atrium through the pulmonary veins, passes into the left ventricle, and is propelled into the aorta, the largest artery in the body. This sequence depends on valves that prevent backflow. The tricuspid, pulmonary, mitral, and aortic valves open and close with exact timing, ensuring blood moves forward with each contraction. The driving force behind this rhythm is cardiac muscle, a tissue uniquely adapted to resist fatigue. Unlike skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle contracts automatically and continuously. Electrical signals coordinate this activity. The sinoatrial node in the right atrium generates impulses that spread through the heart in a defined pathway. These signals cause the atria to contract, pause briefly at the atrioventricular node, and then activate the ventricles. This delay allows efficient filling and powerful ejection, maintaining steady circulation. From the heart, blood enters the arterial system. Arteries are thick-walled and elastic, designed to withstand high pressure. The aorta branches into smaller arteries and arterioles, distributing blood to every region of the body. Their elasticity allows them to expand with each heartbeat and recoil between beats, smoothing blood flow and maintaining pressure. At the smallest scale, arteries transition into capillaries. These microscopic vessels, first observed in the 17th century through early microscopes, have walls only 1 cell thick. Here, circulation fulfills its most critical role. Oxygen, glucose, and amino acids diffuse into surrounding tissues. Carbon dioxide and metabolic waste diffuse back into the blood. Every living cell depends on this exchange. Afterward, blood enters venules and veins, returning to the heart. Veins operate under lower pressure and contain valves that prevent backflow. In the legs, skeletal muscle contractions help push blood upward against gravity. This cooperation between movement and circulation allows efficient return even from the most distant tissues. The scale of the circulatory system is immense. The combined length of human blood vessels exceeds 100,000 kilometers. This network ensures that organs separated by distance can function as a single integrated system. Blood itself is the medium of connection. Plasma carries nutrients, hormones, and proteins. Red blood cells transport oxygen using hemoglobin. White blood cells patrol for pathogens. Platelets initiate clotting to seal vessel damage. Circulation is never static. Blood pressure, vessel diameter, and heart rate adjust constantly. Sensors called baroreceptors in the carotid arteries and aortic arch detect pressure changes and signal the brainstem. Chemical receptors monitor oxygen and carbon dioxide levels. Together, they maintain balance second by second. During exercise, these controls become visible. Blood vessels supplying muscles dilate. Heart rate increases, stroke volume rises. Blood flow is redirected away from digestion and toward active tissues. These changes occur automatically, matching supply to demand. The circulatory system also regulates body temperature. Increased blood flow to the skin releases heat, while constriction conserves warmth. This control links circulation directly to survival in changing environments. When circulation fails, consequences are immediate. Blockage of coronary arteries leads to heart attacks. Interruption of blood flow to the brain causes stroke. These events reveal how dependent life is on uninterrupted flow. Modern medicine deepened this understanding. The stethoscope, introduced in 1816, allowed physicians to listen to heart sounds. Blood pressure measurement became routine by the early 20th century. In 1953, the heart-lung machine made open-heart surgery possible, proving circulation could be temporarily replaced and restored. What makes the circulatory system remarkable is its balance of strength and sensitivity. The heart generates enough force to move blood through thousands of kilometers of vessels, yet responds instantly to stress, emotion, and chemical signals. Blood vessels adapt over time, reshaping themselves to meet demand. Circulation is not just transport, it is communication. It links lungs to muscles, intestines to brain, immune cells to sites of injury. It allows distant organs to function as one organism rather than isolated parts. Every heartbeat marks another completed cycle, another moment where balance is preserved through motion. Life continues not because the system rests, but because it never truly stops. This is Mattermosaic, piecing together the universe, one discovery at a time. If this look inside the heart and blood vessels changed how you see your own body, or sparked a new question about how life sustains itself, share it with someone who enjoys science beyond the surface. Tell us what ideas you want to explore next, and stay with us for future journeys across the fabric of reality.